Hi, I wanted to put this together for a minute. I realized I was doing my next video, and the video I start with just dumps right into something, so I wanted to explain a little bit what's going on. Here it's probably 2 weeks after what this video is going to be, but we're just got my computer out, and right now actually we're way off in the Northeast, but the last video was us at Field of Dreams, and I really didn't make much after that till we got close to my sister's house. So is what this next set of videos going to be is we spent a lot of family time in the next couple weeks, so it's kind of mishmashed and not a lot on there, but I'll have to go through and see how much I've got. I don't want to make a real long video, but we left the Field of Dreams and went to I-80 truck stop. It was something I wanted to go to and go see. I didn't get a lot of time to spend there, but we were gonna spend there. But I knew it was gonna be noisy, but it was crazy noisy. So we ended up about 15 miles east of there, went to a casino, which wasn't a lot better, actually. I have to say, it was close to the road and there was a lot of road noise, but it was better than being in a truck stop. So that's what we did, and we stayed the night, and we headed straight across I-80, across Illinois, until we got to Joliet. Right before we got there, the construction was insane, and the people, all the roads were all over the place where they changed lanes and stuff, but it got crazy. But I had planned on getting off at Lincoln Highway or Route 30 in Joliet anyway to go towards my sister's house, and that's kind of where the next video picks up. So I just wanted to explain that a little bit, because if I would have just opened with that, it would have been a huge hole in there, and nothing would have made sense. So not that this is great, but it's I'm not a video maker, but anyway. So I just wanted to show you what it was, tell you what it was, and that way I can dump into the next video, and it goes on from there. So like I say, I'm not sure how long it'll be or how much I'll put in there, but we're just going to keep on motoring on heading east now. So we'll talk to you later. In the town of Dyer, I think it's Indiana, basically. The state line is right here somewhere going into Indiana. Camera moving again. We left Davenport, Iowa this morning. We stayed at a casino last night, and we took I-80 across just to the east side of Joliet. And oh gosh, the road construction was, you want to talk about white knuckly. I didn't see a sign nowhere. It says I guess we crossed. I didn't see a sign nowhere for Indiana. Oh well, we're in Indiana. But I was getting off anyway. Couple reasons. One was I-80 goes into Chicago, South Powder, Chicago, and which actually that's where I kind of grew up at. When I was born and raised there, and I know better than to go there. I ain't going there at all. I ain't going through any part of Chicago. But we got off on the Lincoln Highway, on Highway 30. And it's slow going all through these little towns, but we're going to my sister's house. She lives in Indiana here. So we're going there first. And actually, from when I left my house in Florida, I had a whole bunch of firewood I brought with us because I burnt some in Alabama, and I was going to burn the rest of it up in Tennessee at the campground, but it rained the entire time, and we never did. Oh, Cody sees something. But we're staying at Indiana Dunes. It's a national park now. It used to be a state park, but there's strict laws on or regulations as far as bringing any firewood in there. Would they see it? Maybe not, but it's not worth a $500 fine. So we're going to go by my sister's house. It's kind of on the way in. Actually, I'd say I ain't going through Chicago anyway. So we're going to drop my firewood off there and then ease up to the park. It's only about 12:30, so we can't check in till 2 anyway. The dog in front. Cody barking at the dog in front of us, hanging out the window. Anyway, so that just fill you in, and we're going to be at the national park for a couple days. I'm going to visit with my sister. I have an aunt up here, elderly aunt. Matter of fact, her husband, my uncle, we lost not 6 months ago, maybe, if that. He was up in his 90s and she's high 80s, so sad to say it might be the last time I ever see him. So I'm going to go and see if we can't just have lunch with him and sit with him and sit by my sister a little bit, and then we're heading towards Cincinnati area. So I might turn this camera on when we get into the park and show you the dunes. But other than that, we'll see what, the family stuff is the family stuff. So we'll see. I'll turn it on later when we get to the park, though. So we'll let you know, and we'll talk to you later. See ya. Hello. Oh, it's been a long day driving. That drive coming through Joliet on I-80, oh, that was worse than white knuckly sphincter tightening kind of stuff. Oh, it was bad. Anyway, we made it to Indiana Dunes. Now, something I didn't know about. I know that it's a state, it used to be a state park, but from what I heard, it turned into a national park. Well, there is a national park here, and they do have a campground. But when my wife made the reservation, she, I guess it asked on what type of, camping or whatever, and when she put RV and all that, so she got a reservation, which I was kind of surprised, but it was during the week, this now, so it's not so bad. And it turns out we pull into the gate out here, and I went originally, there's a national park welcome center. I said, okay, so I went in there and asked them about where's the campground and what check in or whatever. And he says, well, are you with the national park or the state park? And I don't know. So I pull out my phone and look at the reservation. It's the state park. Oh, okay. So he told us how to get there, and we checked in and got our site. Come to find out, when I got up to the little store, got ice, and I told the lady, my wife, I did not say messed up, just didn't notice that. She's saying, well, the national park is only primitive camping. They don't have nothing there. Matter of fact, there ain't anybody that even mans the park there, the camping area, or nothing. Oh, that's why when she put in for like a RV, it instantly took her to the state park. So I didn't know that, and it's okay. But something that, I mean, I didn't make the reservation. I didn't check it. She asked me if it was 30 or 50. It had both. Okay, I never thought about it. Okay, we'll take the, it's 30. That's all I need. Okay. So I knew it wasn't full hookup. So before we get into the park, I made sure I dumped the tanks because we're taking the camper off the truck. And the tanks are about half full, so I figured there's no sense in leaving it. We'd dump them, and then that way we're good to go. So we went, I took the camper off, set all that up, hooked up the power so we can get the air on, went to hook up the hose, and there's no water. I have never seen a place that had power in, but never put no water. So now we got a half a tank of water, the camper's off the truck, and now what? So, I mean, it holds a lot, but so we're going to have to scrimp on the water. And Gail always goes down to the bathhouses and takes a shower. She likes a long, hot shower. And me, I detest going to them places. I'll take a shower in mine every time. So I'm going to have to go down and take a shower because we ain't going to have enough water we'll be here leaving Friday. Today's Tuesday. So, oh well, it is what it is. I didn't know, and I told Gail, I mean, you kind of have to look at them things when you make a reservation. I never looked at it. So, oh well, it is what it is. It's down. And so right now we are at the beach, and this is, I mean, you would think looking out over there this would be a saltwater beach, but it's Lake Michigan, the Indiana Dunes, and you can see dunes over there. And Lake Michigan. Now I remember coming here from a kid, or here and down towards Chicago, that we couldn't wait for like Memorial Day to come in because that's when the beach is open. Oh great, yeah, you go down there and that water's 50 degrees. I mean, it's just absolutely horrible. It's probably pretty cold now. If it hits 60 or 65, that's about max. Yeah, the beaches. And there's people swimming in it. There ain't nobody out there now, but no thank you. I'm too spoiled with the salt water down in Lauderdale, and we had the beaches, the water was 80 degrees or better, and now Bahamas, all that now. So anyway, so we're here at the beach. Gail wanted to go and walk the dunes and dip her toe in the water, I guess, and me and Cody's hanging. I'm good. I don't need to be on the beach. I don't need to dip my toes in the water. So sun's gonna be setting here pretty soon. It's 20 to 6, so I think about 6:30 it sets. So we're just gonna take it easy. I'm tired, a long drive, and tomorrow we're gonna go and the next couple of days visit my sister and hopefully my aunt, and just check out a few things, spend some time with them. So probably won't be much going on, and I'll turn it on when I get a chance. So we'll talk to you later. Hello. Today is Thursday, the 3rd, maybe 2nd, I don't know, something like that in there, of October 25. As I think I mentioned before, we're at this campground, Indiana Dunes State Park, which is a nice campground. I mean, it's got concrete slabs, fire rings, power. Right now the place is emptied out. This morning, for whatever reason, the whole place emptied out. I guess for the weekend coming in. But the one thing it don't have is water, which is ironic. It's crazy because right in front of the truck over there, there's water spigots. It just don't make sense. And actually, there's so much water pressure on it that I went and rinsed out a pot for my wife this morning and about blew it out of my hands. I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, that's the only downfall. It's got no water. And you have to plan on that, and I didn't know it. So anyway, but the park itself is awesome. Well, right now there's a dog barking back there, but it's been pretty quiet. And again, everything's pretty nice. We're gonna go check out. Today is I think Gail wants to go back to the beach a little bit, and also she wants to check out the national park. They have, you can drive through and go through that. I don't know if it's walking trails or what they've got, but we're going to check that part out because this is the state park, Indiana Dunes State Park. So then we got other stuff, regular stuff going on, like I got to get some LP, a Tractor Supply up by towards my sister's house. They have the LP, and actually, and then Cody's going to get a bath. He don't know it yet. Shh. And we got laundry, you know, all that stupid stuff you do. And then tomorrow morning, it depends on tonight how late we get back. Last night we got back at 8 o'clock or something like that from my sister's. I'm not going to try to do so late tonight, but I'm not going to load the camper in the dark either. So if I have to, I can get up earlier in the morning and load the camper up, and then we head towards Cincinnati and stay at my wife's cousin's for a few days. Trying to get a reservation for Wilmington and Thousand Trails in Cincinnati, but so far not so good. It just happens how the days fall. It's a weekend, and that's probably why. So I'm going to keep on working on that. I'll keep checking the website all the time and see if I can get something in there. Maybe somebody canceled. So, but that's about it for today. Like I say, steady running around. We're going to do stuff, and it's good to see my sister. I seen her a year ago, and so you know, you never know when you're going to see them again. So anyway, we'll if something comes up, maybe we get over to the national park side of this. I'll turn this back on, and we'll see what we got going on. But until then, we'll talk to you later. Obviously my sound quit on that, so here's a picture of the sign for the national park. And then we drove down to the edge of the shore and the seashore, the parts that they took over. It goes a long way, and I mean it's pretty nice along there, but there's not much there that you can go and do. Good Friday morning. I don't know what today's, 3rd, 4th, I don't know. But we pulled out of the Indiana Dunes at a real early 10 o'clock. But not really, because we had to stop and fill the water tank and then dump the other tank. So we pulled out at about a bright and early 10:30. So now we're meandering kind of east, southeast towards the Cincinnati area. And it's showing we'll be there around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Of course, there is an hour time change. It gets adds an hour to it, but so until then, we're taking some back roads. Not really back roads, not highways though, not interstates, and just go through these little towns and see what they got. I think my buddy's back there is sleeping. Is he sleeping? No, he's sitting up. Oh, usually he's sleeping by now, but so not much going on, and the saga continues on to the next day for about a week in that time, somewhere in a week, a little over, but more family, and so we probably won't see a lot, but I'll turn it on if I can. So we'll talk to you later. Today we're still doing family stuff. Cody's got me all tied up here. Sorry about that. But we come to a park. It's some kind of waterfalls. It's Miami County District Charleston Falls Preserve. So we're going to go check these out if Cody don't keep turning me in knots. This morning, as you can see, they're in jackets. It had been in the 70s, and yesterday it rained most of the day, and then it got down to 46 last night, and now tonight 41, then tomorrow 37. So fall come. So, but we're just kind of walking through here and see what we can find. Say there ain't much going on right now. It's family time, so but we got out today, and tomorrow we head down to Cincinnati to go see some more family. So we'll see what happens. I'll turn it on a little bit. Here's one of the falls. That's a neat looking tree there. Birch maybe? I don't know trees up here. I mean, I was a arborist, but it's pretty neat. A little stream comes through. I'm getting dripped down from the cliff above me here. So it's pretty cool. Like YouTubers, one taking a picture of another. That always drove me nuts. Here's where the stream goes. There ain't a lot of water flowing through, but coming down and steps. Cody about snatched me off of them. Pretty nice. Now we get to go back up the steps. All right, there's where we were down there. Here's the top side of the falls. Coming off of there. I guess we're gonna not run, but go to where they start. Good Thursday morning. What the heck day is today? The 9th, I think. For the last week, I made a couple of. We was out yesterday at some parks and stuff, but we've been mooch docking pretty much at my wife's cousin's in a town about 40 miles or so north of Cincinnati. I originally wanted to take the camper off the truck because they said they had a concrete pad, which they do, but it leans to the passenger side about 5 inches. And I'm trying to explain to them that there's no way I can lift up 6,000 pounds on them 2 jacks and it be that offset. So we ended up leaving it on the truck, and I backed the truck up on some blocks and kind of leveled it out some. It made it better, but so we were kind of riding with them during the week, and we didn't see much. Well, we seen a little bit, some parks, and this is where the town my wife grew up in. So, but today we're getting ready to leave, and we're going down towards Cincinnati. She's got more family down there. We're only staying for a couple days, though. We're going to Wilmington 1,000 Trails, and I've been there once before last year. So they was able to get me some. I had like tonight, and then I had Saturday, Sunday, and I've been begging for a week now to get reservations for tomorrow night. So they finally this morning they called me and said, "Yeah, we got it, okay." So now we get there in a little bit. It's about an hour and a half down there. I'm going to take the camper off the truck so we've got the truck to use and go around. I've got some things to do and people to see, and you know how that works. So, but yep, I was able to wash the truck. Oh, the thing was nasty. Looks a little better now. I wasn't able to get the bugs up on the front of the cap there. His brush wasn't long enough, so maybe when I take it off at 1,000 Trails, I get down low enough and be able to wash the front of that. So anyway, that's about it. After a week here, I'm ready to ride. After a couple days, I mean, I only spent a day and a half with my sister and my twin sister at that, but yeah, yeah, I don't want to feed grass to grow under my feet here, so I'm ready to ride and move on and go see some other stuff. So, but as we get down there and I get set up, I'll turn this back on, and or something comes up along the way, I'll turn it on. So we'll talk to you later and see what happens. Bye. Good Sunday morning. I don't know what the date is. What is it? 12th maybe? Not sure. Anyway, we are here at where are we at? I don't know. I can't think of what it is. It's the Thousand Trails Campground. Wilmington is what it is. Duh. It's the second time I've stayed here. Had a really hard time getting in. I got like Thursday night, and then I couldn't get but Saturday and Sunday night. So they was able to work with me. Thursday morning they called and says, okay, we got you in. So, whew, boy, big shout out to them people here at Wilmington, the staff. The place is awesome. I've got drone footage I'll have to put in, but it's a really neat campground. And today, I mean, it was crowded. Today, it cleaned out. Of course, that's a weekend thing, right? But here's, we're into the sun. Let me go on the other side here. But this is the utility side. We're just got the camper off the truck. We've been doing more family stuff again with Gails' family, and today's the last day. We're gonna go do some more stuff, and I don't know what time we're gonna get back, but hopefully not too late. Try and get some stuff ready. Cody out hanging around. Yeah, we're gonna leave in the morning. And I sat there last night on the laptop and kind of planned out a lot of the trip, just to make sure we had places to stay. Just the long and short of it, we go from here into West Virginia, and then a couple, that's just Harvest Host, and I want to see the national park there, what is it, the Gorge, New River Gorge. And then we go up into Pennsylvania at a couple thousand trails. Then we go into New York at 1,000 trails. Then Boston, not Boston, but in Massachusetts at 1,000 trails. And at the very end of the month, it was the last 2 days they're open, is Moody Beach in Maine. So we're gonna stay there. After that, I want to try and hit Acadia National Park up there and come down through the northern parts of Vermont, New Hampshire. We need to come back down through Mass and hit Rhode Island, Connecticut, and then back into Virginia. And actually, we get a couple places in Virginia, DC in there. But that would fill out that whole side of that map. Then I only got 6 states left, Alaska being one of them. So, and that's the end of the month. That's what I was telling Gail. Boy, she wants to be home the week before Thanksgiving, and we might be pushing it. So we're going to ease on down through there and see what we can see. There's probably going to be a lot of riding in between, but not more. I think I planned on 150 miles between each day. Staying a couple days in Hershey, staying a couple days at all the 1,000 trails. So, but should be good. And leaves are changing already, and we might miss a little bit up in Maine, but we'll catch up to it as we go back through the Smoky Mountains. So we're getting ready to leave, and tomorrow we're heading out. So we'll talk to you then.